To you live from Tally Field with your Rockwall Yellow Jackets are taking on the Skyline Raiders in Game 2 of this series in district play. Took a bit of a break from district play last night when Rockwall defeated Little Elm last night 7-5 in a very, very good game where Little Elm jumped out to a 5-2 lead. Then Rockwall rallied and ended up pulling it off 7-5. But this game counts a little bit more. In fact, it counts a lot more as it's another district game as your Yellow Jackets come in to this ball game officially in second place in District 10 6A, as they are 4-2 overall, or excuse me, 5-2 in district play, 15-11-1 overall. Heath leads the district 6-1 in district, 21-5-1 overall, and right behind Rockwall is Tyler Legacy at 4-2, 16-6 overall. When we talk about Skyline, they got off to a great start. In fact, they were 2-0 to start the district, but they have hit a skid. They actually started the season 8-4, but now their overall record is 7-8-1, and their district record is 2-4. That puts them in fifth place in the district right now. It's not over for them. They put a few wins together. They can get back into this. As most of you all know, the top four teams will make the playoffs, both these teams coming out of District 10 6A. Hello, everybody. I'm Billy Quinton, along with former head coach Randy Talley. I want to welcome you all to the Rockwall Sports Center pregame show, as we are going to get this one underway probably in about 8 minutes or so with the first pitch. And, Coach, I'm going to hand it over to you. Let's talk a little bit about the game last night. What were some positives you saw out of that? Even though it's a non-district game, we had a few guys get in to get some playing time in.
Well, we had one of those ugly innings where Little M put 4 on the board right after scoring 1 in the first to make it a 5-2 lead, and Rockwall came roaring back and got timely hitting, did some great base running, and switched pitchers. And second guy, we shut everything down.
Yeah, it was a good win for the Jackets. It's always nice to make a little bit of a comeback. You mentioned that one inning where we always have that, Coach, and against a team like Skyline, you don't want to give them that opportunity here and let them have that big inning. They had a big inning in the first game, but Rockwall overcame it. But only because Rockwall had a nice lead. But you just can't keep doing that. You're playing with fire.
No, you can't keep putting your hand on the burner. You know, you're going to get scorched sooner or later, and Rockwall has to learn that and learn from it and just keep trying to keep things close. You're going to give up runs. You're going to give up runs. There's not many shutouts in baseball these days. So keep your damage to a limit, and then rely on your own bats to come back and get yourself back in the ball game.
Yellow Jackets are led by head coach Barry Rose in his third season with the Jackets. As I mentioned, they are 15-11-1 overall, 4-2 in district play. Now, they are second in district. Actually, they're 5-2, in district play. Team average for the Jackets are batting .287. That has steadily risen since we started broadcasting when Rockwall was in that Highland Park tournament. And they average 6.3 runs a game, average 7.3 hits per game. They have 16 home runs overall in the season. The team ERA is 4.18. That's been steadily declining, as it was over 6 when we started the season and got into that final tournament before district started. And they allow 5-point runs against per game as they are making that number go down. And they round it out with only 1.2 errors per game. So that's your team numbers. We'll go over the players here in a second. And then we'll talk a little bit about Skyline and what they're going to look to do tonight. But before we do that, Randy, I'm going to have you hand your headset over to we got a guest commentator tonight. One of the few times we've had this opportunity, I get to have a student that go ahead and hand your headset over. Get to have a student join us from my audio-video production class. This is Trevor Webb, who is very interested in sports broadcasting. So, Trevor, I'm going to throw a few softballs at you here and let everybody get introduced to you. First of all, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trevor Webb. I go to Rockwall High School. I'm currently a student. I'm a senior. I am part of Mr. Quinton's AVP class, and there's nothing really interesting besides that about myself.
There's a lot more than that, but you just can keep talking about me. People will be interested in that. So, okay, let's talk a little bit about that AVP class. This is a class where students learn to, create different creative videos, that kind of deal. But you had originally signed up to be in Jacket TV, which is more of a broadcasting part of it. And unfortunately, we didn't get to do that much this year.
Yeah, we did one broadcast. I remember I sent some videos in. I was doing it on top of my dad's truck. I remember. I was
That's
just
right. That's right.
I was just recording it. and I was recording it outside. And I remember you it's emailing, contacting each other about it, and you're like, yeah, only you are sending things in to me.
Right.
And so I guess we can get one in.
It kind of fizzled because normally when you do Jacket TV, everybody's in the studio and we have all the equipment there. We have a set. We have everything. Well, it's harder to do when everybody's remote. And at one point, all the Jacket TV were remote, including you. Mm-hmm. And so I was going to have everybody just send in videos, and we would edit it together and have it from each location. Unfortunately, you were the only one that would send stuff in. And so that one fizzled out. Then, unfortunately, I got sick, and I was out for 3 months. And so Jacket TV was no more this year. So hopefully we can make up a little bit of that where you be able to join us here in the booth for a little bit.
Yeah, conveniently, I was actually doing the sports segment on Jacket TV, so this seems right up my alley.
Right, exactly, and I hope it is. I'm sure it will be. So, okay, that's Trevor Webb, and you're going to hear a little bit more from him as we move on in the ball game because we're going to give him a half inning to kind of take over for Tally, and then if he wants, he can take over for me doing a little bit of play-by-play for a half inning. We'll see how that goes, get his feet wet a little bit. So we're going to take a timeout now. When we come back, we'll jump right back into the pregame show and then give you the starting lineups for each team. This is Rockwall Yellow Jackets Baseball on RockwallISD.com, powered by the SportsGram Network. Yellow Jackets Baseball is brought to you by Jerry and Holly Archer, Jennifer Rumbo Drake, Gutter Guys, Dale Downham, Tally Inspections, Better Built Fence, Rockwall Sports Center, Chick-fil-A, Alliance Bank, Signmark, Rest Haven Funeral Home, Texas Health Presbyterian, Care Now Urgent Care, All Sports, Raising Cane's, Whataburger, Rockwall Ford, and Toyota of Rockwall. For all your real estate needs, both locally and globally, do yourself a favor and call Realtor Jennifer Rumbo Drake at Caldwell Banker Apex and her friends at Chicago Title Rockwall. Check them out at itsjendrake.com and dormanbell.com. Billy Quinton along with Randy Talley and Trevor Webb joining us, one of my students. Hopefully we'll have a great time when we give him the mic for a couple of half innings, which would create one inning if you do the math right.
Right.
And we're going to let him do a little color and then also do a little play-by-play. As Dale Downham is introducing the starting lineup, let's go ahead and join him, and I'll give you the starting lineup here for the Dallas Skyline Raiders, who will be hitting first in the top of the first. Leading off will be Christian Alcala. He's the right fielder. Hitting second is Daniel Cox, the starting pitcher tonight. In the 3 spot is James Martinez playing first base. Damon Chavarria is the center fielder. He'll be in the cleanup spot in the number 4 hole. And then Matt DeLeon at shortstop will be hitting 5th. Mike Acosta, the second baseman, will be hitting 6th. Hitting 7th is Adrian Vargas, who's behind the plate at catcher. Joseph Esparza is the left fielder, hitting 8th. And rounding it out in the 9th spot is Ty Moore at third base. So your lineup for the Raiders of Skyline is Alcala, Cox, Martinez, Chavarria, De Leon, Acosta, Vargas, Esparza, and Moore. For your Rockwall Yellow Jackets, this lineup has, for the first time, Coach, been a little bit changed up. As leading off, as usual, is Barrett Reebok. He's the center fielder, hitting .324 this season. But for the first time that I can remember, Tate Sloan will be on the number 2 spot. Sloan has had a really hot bat lately, hitting .356 on the season, playing second base and in that second hole. Cole Dillon will be in his usual spot at the three spot. And then Andrew Tellia will be hitting cleanup at number 4, playing third base tonight. Tellia with a big double last night. Braden Randall will be moved down to the 5th spot at shortstop. Hitting 6th is Mason Poppin in right field. Mac Rose will be hitting 7th. He's at first base. Hitting 8th is Lake Bennett, left fielder. And then rounding it out will be Tyler Rollins in the 9th spot. He's the DH hitting for Daniel Cunningham. So for the Rockwall Yellow Jackets, it's Reebok, Sloan, Dillon, Tellia, Randall, Poppin, Rose, Bennett, and Rollins. Now we'll take a timeout as we listen to the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask that you rise. And gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
There is the national anthem about ready to get underway with Rockwall wearing their home pinstripes tonight. They have the pinwheel hat with the orange brim.
021.
Pantone 021. You're right, exactly. And that has the white front with the black back and that orange Rockin' R. They have Rockwall written across the front of the jersey with the black pinstripes. And then they have the number on the front and back. That number's in black with the orange trim. For Skyline, they kind of switched up their colors on us. They're normally a light blue and red. That red looks like it's a Pantone 186, and the blue normally is a Pantone 284, but they're wearing the black jersey, or a very dark blue jersey is what it looks like, with the red numbers and the red name on the front. They have that light blue trimming the red numbers. That's a little bit of the hint of the light blue. Gray pants, and they have the stripe in red going down the sides on the piping. They do not have stirrups, I don't think. Are they just doing the straight-up socks there, Coach? I don't think they have stirrups.
Straight-up socks.
So, and the Yellow Jackets will have the stirrups, as they have all year long. So we're about ready to get underway here for the Yellow Jackets and the Raiders of Skyline. Daniel Cunningham will be on the mound for the Yellow Jackets, 2-3 record overall, 29 innings pitched, ERA of 2.17, 26 strikeouts, 12 walks, and a right-hander facing the right-handed hitting Christian Alcala. Cunningham's had a really good year so far. The record doesn't show it, Coach, because we watched him a few times, and he's really got some good stuff.
He does, and he's had some of those ugly innings behind him, to where you it's going to put a dent in your ERA.
So first pitch is a ball. The next one comes right down Main Street, and he'll even up the count now 1-1 here to the leadoff man, Alcala, right fielder. And he'll foul this one straight back and set the count now 1-2. We're just underway here at Tally Field with the Jackets and the Raiders of Skyline. Jackets won their first matchup on Monday. The games had to be moved around. This was going to be Rockwall's bye week, and they were going to play a couple non-districts. They kept the non-district games in, but they had to bring in Skyline because Skyline had already postponed games last week, and they're trying to catch up because they had a COVID situation there, and they had to take a few days off. Well, this ball's fouled off to the right side.
Not sure where all this COVID deal is going, but everybody's just sort of playing it as it comes to you. It is what it is.
Exactly. You got to still do what you can to stay clear. 2-2 pitch, high heater. Just misses, trying to get Alcala to chase, and now the count's going to go full. Right-handed hitter against the right-handed Cunningham. He has a closed stance with that front foot a little bit closer than the back foot. And a called third strike on the outside corner will be the first out of the game for the Yellow Jackets. And, of course, that first strikeout for Cunningham. He'll add to his numbers this season. That's his 27th strikeout this year. The three losses for Cunningham are against Keller, Flower Mound, and Tyler Legacy. He has the wins against Geyer and also has a win against Heath. That was the big win that Rockwall got in that second game of the series at Heath. In that game against Heath, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, only 1 was earned, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, and had 1 walk. Now the number 2 man's up, Daniel Cox. He is the starting pitcher for Skyline, and he's already down in the count 0-2. I got to scoot over here just a little bit. Sorry, Trevor, so I got this blocking me and kind of want to get a little further away from Wimpy sitting over to my right. He's getting a little handsy. Next pitch is way outside, and the count now will go to 1-2.
Are you going to be making references to Trevor all night long? I mean, it's obvious that you're taking care of him.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to let everybody know Trevor's here, then they're going to hear from him a little bit later. Are you good with that, or does he need to leave?
No, I'm fine with Trevor being here. I sort of felt like a pitcher being pulled on from the mound, before the game starts, first inning. You sent me to the buffet.
I did. Well, like you're upset about that.
I didn't eat.
You didn't eat anything?
Nope.
I told you we were going to bring Trevor in the pregame. By the way, while we're sitting here talking more Trevor, that was another strikeout for Cunningham, another strikeout looking against Cox. So the first 2 outs are in the strikeout form. We got the backwards K on the score sheet here. Now it's going to be up to James Martinez to continue this inning. But he'll start out 2-0 in this one as Cunningham cannot find the plate.
Well, if you didn't know what position he played by looking at the paper, you can definitely tell by looking at him.
He is the first baseman. He'll go opposite field with this one. Would that be a bit of a jam sandwich right there?
Jam sandwich.
It's foul to the right side, so now he'll set the count now 2-1 to the right-handed hitting Martinez with that open stance against the right-handed Cunningham. Fastball misses low, and they'll go 3-1 here on the Skyline first baseman.
I wonder why the first batter had a wide helmet.
Did he? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Good observation. Swing and a miss, and now the count will even up, or actually go full, 3-2, excuse me. So a payoff pitch here and an opportunity for Cunningham to strike out the side.
Maybe he can do what that softball pitcher did.
He's not going to get the call here. As he thought he had the outside corner, he doesn't get the call, and he'll issue his first walk of the ball game to Martinez. And so that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Damon Chavarria, the center fielder.
By the way, that softball girl struck out 21 batters in a row.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
Now, that softball thing, man, I don't know how they hit it sometimes anyway. They're so close. That thing comes in there pretty fast.
It does.
Now, it's bigger. But sometimes, don't you think some of them girls got to start swinging just when she releases it? I mean, that thing comes in there pretty quick.
Which makes the changeup such a dynamic pitch.
I would think.
Fast pitch softball.
And 1-0 now, with the first pitch just misses to Chavarria. Now the next one misses outside. And, we used to do some of the softball games. I called them back in the day. And you'd sit there and watch those girls' pitchers. And they could pitch double headers because the arm is used to going that direction.
They could pitch 5 games in a weekend.
Yeah, they can. It was amazing.
More.
2-0 pitch way inside, trying to duck away a little bit is Chavarria. Now it's a 3-0 count. So after getting the first 2 on strikeouts, now Cunningham having a tough time finding the plate. So he went full count, then walked Martinez. And now he goes 3-0 to the cleanup hitter, Chavarria. And Coach Rose wants to come in, have a conversation. What do you think this conversation's about here, Coach?
Man, I think he thought he had the count mixed up.
Okay. But it will stay 3-0.
I played a little fast pitch in my day, and the only thing that would really keep a pitcher off the rubber was cramps.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Second consecutive walk now issued by Cunningham.
2 Ks, 2 walks.
Yeah. You look at his season numbers, he's pretty much a little bit over twice as many strikeouts as he has walks, which is what you want to see. 26 strikeouts coming into the game, now 28 strikeouts, but now the 2 walks will give him 14 walks on the year. I think it's ironic is his losses. He's had some pretty good strikeouts in those losses and just not getting the runs they need. There's a strike to lead off. Matt DeLeon, he's the number 5 hitter, shortstop, right-handed hitter.
He's hit 4 batters, which is usually high.
Mm-hmm. And there's one fouled off to the right side. So now quickly getting ahead the count is Cunningham. He can do a little bit more with this next pitch. See if he wants to try to get DeLeon chasing.
Runner on second, it'll probably be all the way in the left-hand batter's box.
He has to go to the stretch now for the last 2. Actually, now the 3rd hitter in a row that he has to go to the stretch. This one, a good job by DeLeon to stay alive. So, Coach, when you're at the 0-2 count, you got to shorten that swing and maybe even choke up a little bit.
Got to make contact, some kind of contact.
De Leon back in the batter's box. Got that foot on that back white stripe. And Cunningham will check that runner. He's at the belt. He'll come home with it. Off speed. Looper to the right side. Is it going to get over Mac's head? It will at first. The Texas Leaguer comes in. Coming in is Poppin to make the grab. They're going to have a play at the plate. A beautiful throw from Poppin, and he is out. Trying to come around to score was Martinez. With not much of an effort there at home, he could at least try to slide.
Well, he was thrown out by about 15 feet.
Yeah.
He was either trying to make up his mind if he really wanted to get thrown out of a baseball game.
Okay, so there you go. You got the one hit. There were no runs across. There was 2 walks and no errors for the Yellow Jackets. And we're going to go now to the bottom of the first inning with Rockwall and Skyline tied 0. All right, so you pretty good. You think you know you could do this when I just kind of lead it and you just kind of click? Billy Quinton along with Randy Talley and Trevor Webb, bringing you Rockwall Yellow Jackets baseball as the Yellow Jackets get out of the top of the first inning after a little mini threat from Skyline. And Cunningham got the first 2 out on strikeouts looking, but then the next 2 hitters got walks and then a base hit by De Leon, a little Texas Leaguer to the right field. Was a well-played Texas Leaguer, though, by Mason Poppin, who throws a BB to Dillon at catcher, and he makes the tag at home. So there was your third out, and Rockwall gets out of that inning unscathed. So due up for the Yellow Jackets will be Reebok, Sloan, and Dillon. That's your 1, 2, and 3 hitters tonight, if that sounds a little different. Braden Randall has been moved out of that 2 spot down to the 5th spot. Coach, is that sometimes just a little bit of experiment? You're going to go with a hot bat sometimes?
Sometimes you do that just to give a kid a little break. You know, Braden has had a great start. He was really, really hot, and he's still hitting fine, but
Yeah.
you just want to reward a kid, you know. Sloan and Talia, they've really been doing a job here of late. So reward them by moving them up in the order a little bit. And 5-0 hitter, that's nothing to shake your head at.
No, not at all. And I just think it's amazing. We're looking at Andrew Talia as your cleanup hitter tonight, and you talked about this last night when we saw him as a freshman. we were just hoping he'd make contact there at the plate, and now here he is hitting cleanup and doing a great job.
Yeah, we didn't even know if his parents fed him or not. He was so
right,
little.
he was a skinny guy. So it's going to be Barrett Reebok stepping in from the left side. Barrett hitting .324 on the season. Last night he went 1 for 4 against the Lobos of Little Elm. He's going to show bunt, and this has been very common this year. And Barrett has, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I'm going to anticipate he's gotten at least 6 base hits off the bunt this year.
Yeah. I was fixing to tell you, don't be surprised if you see a bunt attempt here, but I never did get that break, that pause, to where I could throw it in.
No, I was rolling. It's a 1-1 count now to Reebok. Didn't show bunt on that last one. As the Jackets and Raiders are tied 0-0. As there were no runs across, this is Rockwall's first shot at getting a run here in the bottom of the first. 64 degrees when this one got underway. Give me that wind blowing in from center field, Coach.
Well, when we were doing pregame, it was .25. Right now it's .75.
Knots?
Yes.
1-2 pitch. Drive right field. Going back is Alcala, and it looks like he's going to have it in his sights, and he'll make the grab. First out of the inning is recorded in the fly out to right field.
Well, if that wind would have been blowing the other way, that could have been trouble.
He got a good lot of bat on it, but just could not drive it any further.
That's pretty well, if you'll look at the flags on the fence, that was pretty well into the teeth of that wind that is blowing.
Now it's going to be Tate Sloan. We talked a little bit about Tate a few minutes ago. Really hot right now. .356 batting average. Fastball misses high at the first pitch. On Monday against Skyline, this may be the reason he's in the 2 spot. He went 3 for 3, had 2 doubles and a triple. And then last night he went 1 for 3 with an RBI against Little Elm. So he is really seeing the ball well right now. And speaking of that, he's worked his count already to 2-0.
It helps to have a good eye.
That's from the right side against the right-handed Cox. He's going to go with this pitch to the right side, and on the run is Alcala, and he will not catch up to it as it goes foul. So, give you a little bit of info about Daniel Cox, the starting pitcher. He's a right-hander. That's all we know.
No, it's not.
What else do you know?
He went to Hildebrandt Junior High.
Okay.
Favorite subject is math.
Mm-hmm.
Mother's name, Gloria. He does play third base.
Oh, there you go.
Monday he played third.
So the first fact we get in is from Holt to my right. I'm going to say yours are facts too, I guess. That works out. Again, driving it to the right side is Sloan, but it's going to be Alcala again making the play, and you're hitting it right into that wind there. You're not going to get much of a chance if that gets any air under it.
So far, he's the MVP of the game for Skyline.
That's right. Now it's going to be Cole Dillon stepping in, catcher. He was he caught yesterday, didn't he? Or was he DH?
Ramirez.
No, he was Ramirez caught. Yeah, he was DH last night. Good catch. He was a DH last night for Hoofnagel, who was at third base to start the game.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Cole Dillon now hitting from the right side. Swing and a miss. Leads the team the batting average of .388. 2 for 3 on Monday against Skyline with 2 RBIs and a tater.
You know, it was funny when he was hitting 500 back during the tournaments. You know, anything short of 500 ball drops your average, and it was tough on him.
It's hard to keep it up there, man. It's a 1-1 count now.
Is.
Like you said, you got to be hitting 500 all the time. So he's got a 1-1 count now from the right side against the right-handed Cox. Swing and a miss, and now he's going to be in the hole, 1-2. With 2 outs, we're in the bottom of the first, no score. As Skyline had a mini threat there in the first one after a couple walks, but snuffed out by Cunningham.
Seems to be having trouble with the off-speed stuff tonight.
Mm-hmm. Cole Dillon with 20 RBIs on the team. That is second. This one gets away, and they'll even up the count now. Only to Braden Randall with 27 RBIs. You okay over there?
Yep.
I think the mic caught that yawn, so.
Yeah.
Get your hiccups. We got yawns.
We got it all.
We got it all to 2 count. This is another one going to right field. This one may drop. It will. It's going to get to the wall as Alcala will have to pick it up right there on the warning track, and Dillon will go to second base and stand there with a 2-out double. That is the 9th double of the season for Cole Dillon. That leads the team. And I'm pretty sure he's going to have the courtesy runner come in. He will. And it's going to be Ionelli coming in to run. It's the first time we've seen Jordan Ionelli. So the 9th double of the year for Cole Dillon. Boy, he's been hot all year. You know, it ain't like one of those streaks. He's been hitting it.
And you know he does a great job behind the plate too. That's such a added bonus when your catcher can swing the bat like he's swinging it.
Andrew Tellia, we were talking about him earlier after Mama has fed him some and he's gained a little bit of weight here. He is now your cleanup hitter and doing well. I think he's gotten taller too. Tellia bats from the right side. He's playing third base tonight, .250 average. 1 for 3 on Monday against Skyline. Did get 2 RBIs. Last night he went 2 for 3, had an RBI and a double. Hit a screamer to left field. The 1 pitch. Chopper left side, just foul. The third baseline. So now he's in the hole 0-2 with Braden Randall on deck and Mason Poppin in the hole.
Shout out to Mike Frazier. He's obviously listening tonight. Threw in another thing besides the yawn and the hiccups. I'll leave it off the air.
0-2 pitch. Drive left field. He got around on that one, though, and pulled it foul. Got a good distance. But you got to keep between the white lines. Down the lines here at Tally Field, it's 325, both in left and right down the line. Center field, it's 385. And in the alleys, we estimate about 365 or so. Tonight it's going to be hard to get it over the fence with the wind blowing in. 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. So who do you have turn on the lights out there on that scoreboard?
I don't know who's doing it. I thought about that a lot over the last 3 years.
Line drive center field. Let's see if it'll drop. It will in front of the center fielder, Chavarria. Coming around and scoring will be Iannelli, who is courtesy running for Dillon. And Rockwall will draw first blood with an RBI single from Andrew Tellia. We'll give him second base on the throw.
At Tuttle Field, that's a double all the way.
Yeah, it is. It is. So Tellia, boy, Coach Rose knows what he's doing when he gets the switches up that cleanup spot, and he brings in a run in the first inning.
Man, I've got a lot of people asking for shout-outs tonight.
Well, we can do it.
Well, just wait.
We'll space them out.
My independent contractor, boss, non-boss, Pete Callis, he's listening.
Pete's your boss.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Just like Beth.
Yeah, exactly. Braden Randall now stepping in the 5 spot. Off speed, we'll catch inside corner, and he'll start out 0-1. Speaking of hot bats, Braden has been hitting well all year, 355 average. 3 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs. That leads the team. He is tied with Cole Dillon for the home run lead. 27 RBIs, that definitely does lead the team. Looking for his 28th here. He got a man in scoring position.
University of Texas committee.
Yes, he is.
Don't forget, we've got a little contest going on people who want to text in on the text toy of a new nickname for Braden.
Now, you had a pretty good one yesterday, didn't you?
B-Ray.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. It was Slash.
Well, Slash, yeah.
I like Slash.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something that we can hold on to. We don't have to go with it.
No, it's in the running.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But B-Dog, that's just too generic
it
these
is.
days.
Uh-uh.
He's too much dynamic of a player to be a regular nickname.
Right, I agree. I agree. We got to have something unique. He wears number 2. We could go with something there. It's a 1-2 count now, too, Randall. Line drive down the right field line is foul. Saw that one. So, you had Jeter, who wore 2. I don't know if we can go with something there. Like, I don't know what we can do with Deuce. We call him Deuce.
Jeter cheater.
Yeah, we can go with the Deuce.
Dirty Deuce.
Oh, wow. I don't know about that.
No emails, please.
May retract that one. 1-2 pitch, way inside, it'll catch him right there on the upper arm there, the bicep. It looks like, and so he'll reach first on the first batter hit by Cox. So far, Cox does not have a strikeout or a walk, but he does have a hit batter. He's given up 2 hits and 1 run across. I better update the scoreboard here.
I can almost, no, he had to come back to second base. I was going to tell you this. Stealing second was going to be an afterthought.
Oh, yeah. We got he's going to hit one to left field, and that is a Mason Poppins stepping in. He'll hit one to left field and just miss getting a home run as he went with that pitch, but it just went foul, and he'll have a long strike. So I try to get the scoreboard up here on our.
This is weird having a game on Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
I'm usually at church. Not going to touch that.
No, I'm not touching that one.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure something out here. Now we're going to have a shot to right field. It'll be caught again by
How
the
about
man
that?
with all the outs. Fly out to Alcala will end the inning, but not before Rockwall gets 2 hits. They get the 1 run across and 1 runner left on base. We'll go to the top of the second inning with the Yellow Jackets up 1-0. You're listening to Yellow Jackets Baseball on RockwallISD.com and SportsGram.net. I got to figure out. Yep. Welcome back to Tally Field as we try to get some engineering work underway. I'm going to hand it over to you, Randy, while I try to figure out this scoreboard. You entertain the people with some interesting facts.
Okay, that was the vamp.
Yes, that was
You
the
call
vamp.
it the
Yeah.
vamp. Well, let's see here. Interesting enough, the hardly ever see the right fielder record all 3 outs of an inning, and we just did. So 3 flyouts to right field. The Jackets ended with 1 run, but not before a little bit of damage was done.
I'm almost done.
Right-handed hitter.
All right, we're good. We are good. Look at you with
Steps
that play-by-play.
in the back of the box. Acosta has several relatives in MLB. Evens the count up at 1-1.
I'm going to sit back and let you take this one.
No, I'm ready to.
You ready to hand it over?
Yeah.
He's going to send this one opposite field foul. Acosta is the second baseman for Skyline. We'll bring that volume down just a tad. And I'll remind everybody that.
I did not like that.
What?
Doing play-by-play.
You didn't enjoy that?
No.
And another strikeout looking for Cunningham as he'll get Acosta to lead off this second inning. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
All looking.
Yes, they are.
Now batting your catcher, number 34.
Well, I'll remind everybody, we're going to bring Trevor in. I'm trying to hand over the commercial duties to him over here, but I keep hogging it because I keep forgetting I had to do something. And so now I'm going to try to set it up and hand it over to Trevor here in a second.
You also promised me that he'd be working the knobs.
No, I was going to let you do it. Do you want him to do the knobs?
I would love for him to do the knobs.
Okay.
Give him something to do.
Okay. All right. Has Randy gone over the knobs with you? Do you even know what's going on there?
Baby steps.
There you go. There you go. All right. He's already got it.
Okay.
You're a very difficult job. Okay. It's an 0-2 count here to Adrian Vargas. He's the catcher. Fastball misses high and outside. Doesn't chase, and so he'll set the count now 1-2. But, okay, and there we go, Trevor, right there. You can start with Whataburger next time we go to break. You got it? All right. We're making him really involved. We're at the top of the second inning. Fastball misses outside again. Count evens up now to 2-2 after Vargas had started this one off. 0-2. Works his way back to an even count. Bats from the right side. Gets the right-handed Cunningham. Chopper left side. That's Telly at third. He's going to have it go off his chest. He'll pick it up, throw it across. He's going to get him about 3 or 4 steps. Nice play there by Telly.
2 years ago, that would have missed him.
That's right.
Shout out to number 1, Greg Nix, listening and watching tonight. Not just listening, watching too.
Okay, yeah, everybody's watching. I don't
Right.
think you don't have the choice. You got to watch.
Yeah.
So we got Joseph Esparza, the left fielder now. With the closed stance, very back of the batter's box, waiting his first pitch. It's a strike fastball. Where does Esparza go to middle school, Coach?
Stanton.
Oh,
He went to Stanton.
that's a
Middle
good
School.
one. That's a nice one.
Mother was a principal.
Next one's on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-2.
You know, he wears his pants up. And I wish that I could spend 15 minutes with these players that wear them up to teach them how to wear them up.
Swing and a miss. And we'll get back to that here in just a second because that is the 4th strikeout of the game already for Cunningham, and it's 3 up and 3 down. I definitely know nobody was left on base this time. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, Rockwall up 1-0. You're listening to Yellow Jackets Baseball on RockwallISD.com and the SportsGram Network. Welcome back to Tally Field. Yellow Jackets Baseball brought to you by Jerry and Holly Archer, RHS class of 1990 and 2008. Are we going to give Jerry a hard time tonight, or are we going to let him have a pass?
I give him a pass because I got my truck back this morning at 8 a.m.
Really?
Yes.
All right, Jerry.
I brought it in at 4 yesterday, and it was out at 8 a.m. this morning.
Jerry, you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. We're not going to say anything about you or your 33 kids. Everything is going to be fine.
Do you know he's coaching a T-ball team?
Is he really?
8 o'clock this morning, he has his jersey and his son's jersey hanging in his office.
You know what I told you the other day about T-ball?
Yeah.
You go, one inning of T-ball is the best 2 hours in sports.
Yes, it is. Oh, we laugh about that.
It's a fun time, though, man.
My grandsons played it, and it was enjoyable.
It is. It's great. It's maybe some of the best. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you go back and your kids can move on and do these players now playing this high-level baseball, but I guarantee as a parent, some of your favorite memories still go back to T-ball and Little League.
Oh, I'd say great game, and one of them would say, who won? I said, we did.
Yes.
Had no idea what the score was.
Oh, man. Leading off for the Yellow Jackets is Mac Rose and Lake Bennett's on deck, and then Tyler Rollins in the hole for the Yellow Jackets. This is going to miss outside, and the count now will go even up at 1-1.
Pops is listening again tonight.
From Nebraska?
William Knight from Reinhardt area.
Oh,
My
okay.
daughter-in-law's grandfather.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He was listening
wears
last
the
night.
Old English R.
I love
every
that.
time he listens to a game.
We really need to have a retro night where we wear the Old English R and the old Rockwall jerseys.
Well, that would be up to Coach Rose.
It would be. We'll talk to him. He owes you.
He doesn't owe me anything.
Well, after today's little,
Oh, yeah.
going to be a drive here to right field again, but this time it looks like it's going to be the center fielder. Yep, Chavaria will make the grab. First time that someone other than the right fielder makes a grab here for Skyline.
First out recorded by anybody other
That's right.
than the right fielder.
So let's try to set our table here a little bit. Let's say fourth inning, we'll have Trevor make his debut. You want to do that? Top of the fourth?
Whenever you want me to back out, I will back out. But I'm only going to back out for a half inning.
That's all right. That's all we're doing. You're doing a half inning. And I'm going to step out for a half inning and let him do play-by-play. So it's going to be you and Trevor at some point. Do you want to do play-by-play? Okay, so
that was as close to a honeymoon episode of Ralph Cramden going abda 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 as you can get.
So we may not have him do play-by-play tonight. It may not occur. 2-0 count here to Lake Bennett. And that is a lot to jump into. Let's just ease into it with the color analysis
Okay.
tonight.
Yeah.
2-0 pitch.
Yeah,
then
nobody wants to take any of your thunder.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You know, making a honeymooners reference.
Yeah,
there's
nobody
probably not
knew-
any listeners even know
No, the only
who
people
the
are your
honeymooners
friends and maybe Dale over here down at the end of the booth. Here's a shot into short center field, and the shortstop's going to go back. De Leon make the grab as he called off the center fielder. There's your second out of the inning on the fly out. Into short left center field, and now it's going to be up to Tyler Rollins to keep this thing moving. Tyler hitting 184 on the year, but he hadn't had a ton of opportunities, and so I think that's what we're going to look for tonight and see what Tyler can do, taking advantage of this opportunity here in the 9-hole. He's the DH for our starting pitcher, Daniel Cunningham. Tyler bats from the right side, straight up stance. Catcher will set up to the right side and chopper left side. Let's see if he can make it an infield single. He'll truck it down the line. Safe. Great job by Tyler Rollins to get the infield single. That's all you need, Coach, to get that momentum started.
Well, that shortstop had to go all the way into left field to field that ground ball, and without a doubt, it's definitely a hit.
So Rollins on at first, and it's going to be back to the top of the order with Barrett Reebok now. His second opportunity. He flied out to right field, as most of the Yellow Jackets have, it seems like, tonight. Showing bunt, and he'll just get a piece of it. It's a high fastball.
2-out bunt.
I like it, though.
Definitely bunting for a base hit.
We got third base coming in here, but I'm sure a little bit late.
Thunder Miller tuned in again tonight. Nothing will be said about Mr. Miller.
I am getting a text from my lovely bride. I did not have a chance to say hi to Alex, a girl that teaches at a young woman that teaches at Reinhardt. She's a full-time sub. She is the girlfriend of one Will Reed, the JV coach.
In training.
In training, yes. Well, no, she's not in training. Will Reed's in training.
Yeah, Will Reed's in training.
Yeah, and we kind of discussed that earlier today. So I'm going to try to find Alex and say hi to her because Autumn said that she kind of listens in on the broadcast. She normally sits right below us here.
Oh,
so
she's here.
She is here somewhere. Yeah. So we're going to we're trying to get a hi in somewhere.
Well, you want to get her up to the booth and let her try play-by-play?
No, nobody takes my thunder. 0-1 pitch, and it's going to clip Reebok a little bit, And he's going to reach first. Now Rockwall's going to have 2 men on, as now Rollins will move into scoring position, and that's the second hit batter of the game here for Cox. I forgot what I was getting to here earlier. I was going to go
You were with
something
about
very
Alex.
interesting.
You're
Yeah.
about Alex.
And a shout
Will
out.
Reed.
I can't remember. Well, the COVID's got me.
Okay.
All right, now it's going to be Tate Sloan. Let's see what he can do here. His first at bat, he flied out to right field. Fastball misses outside. He'll start this one at 1-0.
How come you never mentioned that every ex-player who texts in on the text toy, I know what their number was?
Do you know what their number was?
Oh,
I don't
absolutely.
remember you saying their number a
I
lot.
just said number 1, Greg Nix.
Okay, but that's like the first time in 4 years, I think.
Well, I was talking about Travis Treem the other night, number 10.
Okay. 2-0 count. There's the ball, gets away from Vargas, and both runners will move up a station. So now you got 2 runners in scoring position with Reebok at second and Rollins at third. Rollins reached on a single, infield single, then Reebok got clipped by a pitch. So now you got a 3-0 count. Tate Sloan. Coach, here we go again. Green light?
Absolutely.
All right. Number 2 hitter. See if he's got it. He's taking, and they're going to give him the courtesy strike there. I think I was a little inside. So now the count goes 3-1. Pretty much on that 3-0 pitch, you could, as long as you get it around the area, they're going to give you that strike, right?
Catchable.
Yeah. 3-1 pitch. Chopper up the middle. Let's see if he can outrun this one. He's going to be charged by De Leon. He'll throw across, and they will get him by a step. So the 6-3 putout will end the inning. Rockwall gets 2 men on. They leave them both on. No runs across. We're going to go now to the the top of the 3rd inning with Rockwall leading now 1-0. It's Yellow Jackets baseball on RockwallISD.com, powered by the Sports Grab Network. Yellow Jackets baseball brought to you by Gutter Guys, owned and operated by Rockwall High School alum Robert Peoples. Also brought to you by Dale Downham. His sponsorship is in memory of Rockwall High School alum and 30-year Rockwall ISD art teacher Debbie Downham. And then also Better Built Fence. Karen and Natty Ochoa, big part of Rockwall baseball for a number of years. They don't just build the best fences around, but also patio covers, roofing, anything involving outdoor living. What's that thing that you talk about? Pergola?
Pergola.
They make those pergolas. You just need to go to callbetterbuilt.com for contact information, and you can kind of see all the pergolas you ever want to see. So we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning, and it is going to be, as I don't have my sheets all organized in front of me, it's going to be the number 9 hitter, Ty Moore, leading this one off. Then we're going to go back to the top of the order with Alcala on deck, and then Daniel Cox, your starting pitcher, in the hole. First pitch misses to Ty Moore, the right-handed hitter. He is also the 3rd baseman. Swing and a miss, and now leaving up the count. No, I know what I was going to talk about. We talked about that Will Reed is the JV coach in training.
Right.
But are you in training when Lancaster seems to be doing all the coaching? Because Lancaster's the mentor right now, right?
Lancaster's a little overbearing.
It's a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. And down on strikes is Ty Moore, and that is the 5th strikeout of the game for Cunningham.
We have had Coach Lancaster up here in the booth plenty to know just how overbearing he is.
He did the scoreboard. And the scoreboard was secondary in what he was doing up
Can
here.
I just go ahead and throw in he's done everything?
Yes, he really has.
You can't say anything that he hadn't
I know.
done or experienced.
I agree. You can't bring up any story that he hadn't had something similar happen.
Next time he's in the booth, remind me to talk about my motocross championship I won in the Navy.
Wait, what?
I'm going to just make something
Oh,
up.
I was like, man, this is new to me. 2-0 count here to Alcala, leadoff man. He'll take a strike here and go to 2-1.
I'm pretty sure Lancaster won the same motocross championship in the Air Force.
Okay, here's another. Speaking of championships, this one's fouled straight back. County was up 2-2. Mesquite Billy's back on camera. All right, it's good to have Mesquite Billy back. All right. Now, we were talking about this beforehand. He's kind of a big deal, and we didn't realize how big of a deal he is.
Well, not till tonight.
Not till tonight. We knew he was the cameraman of all cameramen. Right. We knew that. He got us working here. We couldn't get everything working. We just kept fiddling with things and restarting and finally got the picture going because he was the genius that figured out that he didn't plug something in. And so that we're going to give him credit for that. But it's a 3-2 count now, so let's see what happens here with the payoff pitch to Alcala from Cunningham. Boy, I forgot how quick Cunningham works. Fastball strike called. Man, he's having a good night.
Oh, and a lot of them are called.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the 6 strikeouts are everybody just doing a little window shopping. Okay.
Can I help you? No, thanks. Just looking.
It was Mesquite Billy, Billy Johnston, and Joey Arriaga that won the TCL Signature Series 4. They actually came in second in the Cornhole Championships.
That's beans and bags.
Beans and bags.
Boards.
Yeah, you're right. Bean bag and boards.
Or bags and boards.
Bags and boards. But anyway, that's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is.
Tier 2 doubles. So we need to give him a big shout out. It's a 0-2 count here already to Cox as he's really interfering with our cornhole conversation.
Where did that occur?
In Shreveport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it's in Shreveport, you know it's a big deal. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Cunningham's on fire. So 3 up, 3 down. He strikes out the side here in the top of the third inning as Rockwall will now go to the bottom of the third and try to add to that 1-0 lead. It's Yellow Jackets over the Skyline Raiders on RockwallISD.com and SportsGram.net. Yellow Jackets baseball also brought to you by Rockwall Sports Center, Chick-fil-A, Alliance Bank, Sign Mart, Rest Haven Funeral Home, Texas Health Presbyterian, Care Now Urgent Care, All Sports, Raising Cane's, Whataburger, Rockwall Ford, and Toyota of Rockwall. Also want to thank Jerry and Holly Archer, Jennifer Rumbo Drake, Gutter Guys, Dale Downham, and I'm going to mention it, Tally Inspections, and Better Built Fence.
Hall of Famer Billy Watkins just checked in on the text toy.
And that is, we got Billy Watkins, Hall of Famer, Texas A&M Commerce.
Right.
We got Dalen Holt, Hall of Famer, Texas A&M.
Yeah.
You should be Hall of Fame, Sam Houston, somewhere along the way.
No, not yet.
Not yet, but maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. You definitely need to be in that coaching Hall of Fame, high school coaches Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well,
We'll see what we can do.
we'll shelve that.
Okay. We'll just put a pin in that. So we could have 3 Hall of Famers all in this whole thing. You know, I don't tell this often, but went to Southwest Texas on a bingo scholarship. I was pretty good at it.
Bingo.
Yeah. I could use that free space like nobody's business. Due up for the Yellow Jackets is Cole
I'm
Dillon.
trying to think what bingo is.
You don't remember what bingo is?
Oh, yeah, where call out the numbers in
Yeah.
the
BINGO.
I-39.
Right. I was good at that. Shot down the third base line, just fouled by Cole Dillon. He got a double. Came around to score in the third inning.
How do you decide to go with a yellow marker or an orange marker or a green marker?
I'm going to tell you this. I'd never done bingo in my life. And all of a sudden, me and my buddies one night decided on a Wednesday night in college, they had this big old place that was just, you see those places, it just says bingo at the top.
Right.
We decided to go do it. And I did not realize, the pitch is way outside, how serious these people take it. I mean, there are people there, that is their life, is this. And you go there, and at least when we did it, this is back in the 80s, you got these big markers.
You probably got lung cancer there.
It was a ton of smoking. It was a ton of smoking. 1-1 count. But we had a ball doing that now and then. There's a drive to center field. Coming in is Chavarera, and he will make the grab. I think the wind's kind of playing with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Doesn't look real sure, but he'll make the grab. In the bottom of the third inning, the Yellow Jackets hanging on to a 1-0 lead over Skyline. They beat them on Monday, 10-4, trying to get the sweep here. Rockwall, though, Coach, not since the Mesquite series, has not gotten a sweep. They split with Heath, and then they split with Legacy.
Right.
That Legacy loss is going to be a tough one to overcome. That they lost on that Friday game after beating them on Tuesday because they were going to try to stay neck and neck. Drive to right field. Going back is Alcala. Still going back. Looking up. It's over his head. It's off the wall. This is going to be Telia again with the hottest bat on the team. Strolling into second base with a stand-up double. He had a single earlier and now the double. And
bounced over the fence, Billy.
It's a ground rule double. There you go. Man, is he hot.
Yes, he is. Find out what he's eating.
Yep. Coming into the ballgame, he was hitting 250. That average is going to go up. I mentioned last night he went 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI. On Monday, he went 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs against Skyline. They're going to be tired of old Andrew just rounding the bases. Now Braden Randall has an opportunity to add to his RBI total. Shows bunt, gets just a piece of it, goes foul, left side. And here's one thing that I remember Tony La Russa used to talk about was he would always show bunt when he had a guy at second if he could, because that third baseman has to come in, and you have nobody covering third on the steal. You try to steal, it's going to be a lot harder for that third baseman to get back.
Exactly. Fastball
Misses outside.
You know, I'm stealing this from an old teammate, but I just came up with a good name for Braden.
What's that?
Smooth.
I like it. You know, nicknames, they can be reused.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, you had Pudge.
Yeah.
For 2 catchers over the years.
Yeah.
And both of them worked fine. It's 2-1 count here to Braden Randall.
Who's the other Pudge besides Pudge?
Colton Fisk.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. 2-1 count. Chopper over to the right side. Nice dig over there at second by Acosta. He'll throw Randall out, but he will advance that runner to third on the 4-3 putout.
Trevor, this is something we talk about on broadcasts all the time, but there are 7 ways you can score a runner from third that you can't score him from second.
Mm-hmm.
The advantage of getting a runner to third base, and that was baseball hitting right there. Score your baseball IQ. That was a successful at-bat because he moved the runner to third.
And see what Mason Poppin can do here. Off-speed will catch, and the count will start out at 0-1. Yeah, Coach, because we've seen a few get away from Vargas already in this ballgame. One gets away here. We get another run in.
Let's give him – let's give Trevor an extra credit assignment.
Okay.
To come up with those 7 ways that you can score from third that you can't score from second. He has to come up with those 7 ways.
Okay.
You've got till
the bottom of the 4th.
When's his next class period with you?
Tomorrow morning. Slow chopper. This could be an infield single. Thrown across from third is Moore, and it is late, and the Yellow Jackets will get that second run across. Coach, you just talked about it right there. You get that runner to third. You bring him in on the infield single. You don't get him there if Randall doesn't move him across.
That's right.
So that will be Poppin's 13th RBI on the year. And now Mac Rose will step in with Poppin at first. Poppin does have 6 stolen bases this season, so he is a bit of a threat to run. Not much of a lead right now. Drive to right field, it's going to go foul. Let's see if it stays in play, though. It will just make it over into the bullpen. What you got going?
One of the Rockwall coaches just texted and said Lancaster won that same motocross race while he was doing Secret Service.
I'm pretty sure he's been involved with every high school baseball championship since 1965. Every time I hear him talk, he's in the state championship somewhere. 0-1 count here, 2 rows. Runner's going, off speed. Let's see if the throw from Vargas will get there on time. It will. What a nice throw from Vargas behind the plate to get Poppin on the steal attempt. And that will do it. But Rockwall will scoot 1 run across on 2 hits. Nobody left on base, and we're going to go now to the top of the 4th inning with Rockwall now leading 2-0 over Skyline at Yellow Jackets Baseball and RockwallISD.com, powered by the SportsGram Network. Welcome back to Tally Field. Billy Quinton along with Randy Tally and Trevor Webb. Trevor, one of my students in our audio-video production class. As Trevor kind of hiply pronounced it, AVP1. That's the more hip way to do it. AVP.
AVP.
AVP for audio-video production.
Oh, production.
Uh-huh.
I had an AV class in college.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
That's back in, what, 70s?
Well, it was millimeter film.
I was going to say you did reel-to-reel, didn't you?
Yeah.
Swing and a miss there for the leadoff man for the fourth inning for Skyline. That's going to be James Martinez.
You realize there wasn't even a VCR back then?
I realize that.
Okay.
Slow chopper over to the left side. Tellia's got it, and he'll make a high throw, and that's going to pull Rose off the bag, and our first error of the ball game will go to Andrew Tellia and give the leadoff man an opportunity here for the first time for Skyline.
You kids watching at home, he had plenty of time to stop, set his feet, but he made it all in one motion and made it a little bit tougher play than it was, in my opinion.
You know, sometimes, Coach, do you lose track of who may have hit that one? Because sometimes you may forget, you know, if you got like a catcher or somebody that may not run as fast, and you just, oh man, I better hurry. I forgot who hit it.
When I was coaching and we had a big boy at the plate, I would walk out and say, stay with it, and that let them know that it was a slow runner going to first. And even if they bobbled one, they didn't need to hurry. They could still get him.
It's a 1-0 count here to Damon Chavarria. How do you say that, Dale? He just nods. I don't know.
Chavarria.
Chavarria?
Yeah, Chavarria.
All I know is he's made a lot of outs in
Yes.
right field.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch misses. Count goes 1-1.
He's
Y'all leaving us? The Wimpies are leaving. Oh, yeah, here we go. Now they just want to avoid everything. We need Cody to walk us out, though, because he had to walk us out in Richardson.
You missed it.
What happened?
Jackknife.
Oh, pitch inside.
I really wanted Trevor to hear jackknife.
We'll get another one.
Okay.
We'll get another one. 2-1 count here to the center fielder for Skyline. Well, I realized Chavarria is center fielder. He's not the right fielder. Alcala is the right fielder making all the plays. I want to give him all the credit. It's 2-1 pitch. Now he's going to show bunt, and he'll just get a piece of it. Set the count now 2-2. Goes foul.
Now, Trevor, what the umpire's doing right now, walking out to the pitcher, he's giving the catcher time to heal his wounds. That's a professional courtesy. Your catcher and your umpires, they're both in harm's way the entire game. Even though they have all that gear, still tough. That's right. Yeah.
All right, now we settle back in with a 2-2 count. No outs. You have the leadoff man on an error. Chavarria awaits the fastball and will get a called third strike, and that is now the 7th strikeout.
5
for
of them
Cunningham.
looking.
Yes, outstanding. This is fun. Now Matt DeLeon, who has the one hit for Skyline,
Your shortstop, Matt DeLeon.
and that was a Texas leaguer just over Mac Rose over at first base. Looked like they might score a run, but a great play made by Pompin to charge it and throw home and get the runner out at home plate. Quick throw down to first from Dillon, not in time. There's a good, if you caught that on camera there, you see Sloan backing up when you make that throw. You always forget about the guys backing up first, or, you forget about the catcher backing up first a lot of times on a grounder.
Right.
Now the ball gets away, so that runner will advance to second on the wild pitch. First wild pitch of the game for Cunningham. Okay, I'm officially disappointed that we didn't get Whitley brownies. I'm blaming Dale. Okay.
That was a hot topic on Facebook last night.
It really was, and she just knocked it out of the park. She can make some brownies, so we got to get Whitley back over here. There's a strike. Count goes 2-1 to the shortstop.
Those were so good, but how good do you think they would have been if those were so good, but how good do you think they would have been with a few more pecans in them?
No pecans.
Okay.
No. Now, some ice cream would have been ideal. Some Bluebell vanilla.
Bluebell vanilla?
Yeah. 2-2 count now. Do they? We can't mention that because that'd be another sponsor that. But Holt's just giving us a place to go for some brownies and ice cream. Foul ball to the right side.
David's place.
Yes.
Played for the Yankees. Big pitcher.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, we got a light break.
Really?
No sound effect.
Oh, man, I wish I had it. See, I worry Tyler would have the sound effect.
Well, and you know Timbo Duncan would.
Yeah, he's got.
Then you would have heard two lights shatter. The real one and Timbo's sound
And
effect.
then the Three Stooges, and then a scene from Animal House, and then, everything. 2-2 count to De Leon. Doing a good job staying alive here with this 2-strike count. First time I've ever seen a light put out here in all our games. Line drive foul to the right side. I want to remind everybody to get the VCRs all warmed up, get the screen recording set, because this is when Trevor makes his debut in the bottom of the inning. Trevor Webb going to step in. This will be the second time that a Webb has stepped in for you in your seat. 2-2 pitch.
I'm wondering if Billy Watkins knows we're at the game doing the broadcast.
Why? What's he saying?
A foul ball just knocked the light bulb out. Thanks, Billy.
Let me tell you, I'll tell you a fun story here. My mom, God love her, my sainted mother, 2-2 count.
Smoker.
We're doing, no, she doesn't smoke, unlike your mother who had a lot of cigarettes there. We'd see her in the stands. She does not. I just like to get Randy all riled up when I mention that his mom smokes. But we're doing that, the Big Allen game when Rockwall won that one. 61-60. Remember the playoffs?
Yeah.
Football. And we make the 2-point conversion, the craziest 2-point conversion ever.
Absolutely.
It makes the radio, it makes it all on the ticket, it makes it all across, the call and the play and everything.
Yeah.
Right after that play is over, I'm calling it.
Yeah.
My mom decides to text me and let me know Rockwall just beat Allen on a 2-point conversion just to help me out. Off speed will catch the plate, and there is your sixth looking, eighth. I got more than, how many total strikeouts does he have now? I've lost room on my sheet here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9.
You got 9?
Yep.
Yep. Good call. I got to that point where, you run out of a little space in your square.
Right.
Foul to the right. And so you start squeezing in your lines and lost track.
Those of you who are loyal to me, I'll be gone the next half inning. I'll be at the buffet table, and Trevor will be taking my place. So don't think you've tuned into Crandall versus Commerce.
1 count. Chopper right side. Let's see if Sloan can scoop this one up and get the inning over. He'll toss on over to Rose at first base on the 4-3 putout. And ladies and gentlemen, call Grandma and wake the kids. It's going to be Trevor Webb taking over here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Rockwall Yellow Jackets Baseball on RockwallISD.com and SportsGram.net. Welcome back to Tally Field, where the Rockwall Yellow Jackets have a 2-0 lead over the Skyline Raiders as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. I'm Billy Quinton. We have sent Coach Webb over to the buffet to get a few more nibbles and tell some stories to all the rest of the people in the booth. So sitting in for him is Trevor Webb, one of my students in my audio-video class. Welcome aboard, Trevor.
Thank you very much. This is the start of a journey, I hope, in my broadcasting career. I mean, I'm not getting paid to do this.
No, you're not. No, you're not getting paid. Unless you want to count the food as payment.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
You got a free Dr. Pepper, and you got you could have had a brisket sandwich, but you turned down the brisket sandwich.
Yeah, I ate some McDonald's before this. I figured I'd get some food in my system before this. I didn't know we'd get so many treats for so many people.
I should have told you. Yeah, and you think this is big when we do football, we have a buffet up there in the press box. And it's catered. It's like a restaurant brings food. So we've had Babe's chicken, we've had Mexican food, and all that, all the works. So we'll have to get you up there in the football booth at some point. But You just chime in whenever you feel like it. Let us know what you see out there as we get this one underway. It's going to be Mac Rose leading off for the Yellow Jackets. He's your first baseman. That flied out to center field back in the second inning, and then on deck will be Lake Bennett, and in the hole is Tyler Rollins.
I just want everybody to know, the extent of my baseball knowledge comes from my 5th grade year. That is the latest I've ever played baseball.
Well, don't worry. There's only 100,000 people listening. Everything's going to be fine.
Oh, man.
Off-speed pitch will miss inside. And we'll start the count here. 1-0 to the Rockwall first baseman, Mac Rose. Also your ace pitcher, I would say. He's the first one that will take the mound on the big ball games. Having a good season on the bump. Next pitch is outside, and the count goes 2-0.
Yeah, it's been pretty impressive to watch Cunningham, especially on the as he was pitching. He has a string on the ball. He just throws it right to the catcher every single time.
Well, he's got a good changeup, and that's when they say they pull the string. And then his fastball has just been really good tonight, and his location has been exceptional. There's a strike. As taken all the way was Rose. So the count now goes 2-1. Rockwall up 2-0. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Billy Quinton along with Trevor Webb stepping in real quick for a half inning for Randy Talley. There's an off-speed pitch. That's a nice one, and that's going to even the count now at 2-2. So do you know Mac Rose?
I do not.
Okay. Now, some of the guys you do know on the team, you had mentioned you know Mason Poppin, I think, right?
Yeah, Mason, I know Barrett, and I also know Will McCrillis. I don't even know if he's here today.
I'm sure he is.
Well,
His dad was here. He better be here. Swing and a miss. Actually, I got a piece of it. He'll stay alive, will Mac. And then Reebok. You also know Reebok, right?
Yes. I played basketball with him, especially in elementary school. Every single game before the game, he would play a song by Wham called Careless Whisper.
Oh, yes.
I imagine that's still part of his routine.
2-2 count. That makes me uncomfortable. There's going to be a foul ball. Actually, it may stay in play. It's going to go foul, but let's see if there's room for the third baseman to get over there. That's Moore. He cannot catch up to it. So staying alive is Mac Rose with that 2-2 count as we're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Rockwall up 2-0. Very important game here for the Jackets and for the Raiders of Skyline. Remind everybody, Rockwall's in second place right now in district play at a 5-2 record. A game behind Heath, who's 6-1. Skyline's 2-4 coming in, and they're going to need to put some wins together to try at least get that fourth spot to get into the playoffs. They got off to a good start, but hit a skid over the last couple of weeks. And the team making a presence is Mesquite Horn. They're now 4-5 in district. Swing and a miss, but it's in the dirt, so a throw down from Vargas will officially complete the strikeout. And by my count, that is the first strikeout of the game for Daniel Cox.
He has a rock in his baseball instead of a string, like Cunningham.
Now stepping in will be Lake Bennett, left fielder. And how much did you follow Yellow Jackets football?
I pretty much followed it all year. I know that Lake was like their backup quarterback, and he would try to run the ball almost every single time instead of throw it. So I'm picturing some stealing bases here.
Yeah, let's get him on. Swing and a miss there from Lake. Lake's had a good season so far. 229 coming in this ball game, but he's had some clutch hits. And last night against Little Elm, he went 2 for 3. He has a home run, 6 RBIs, and a triple in his resume. Swing and a miss there. Swinging at the first two off-speed pitches. So now he's down in the hole 0-2.
I have expected him to run every single time to first base every time that he swings.
You know, Lake was he was that 2-point conversion machine. He always came in on the 2-point conversions. Either ran it in. He did throw a couple 2-point conversions. And the thing that was ironic was for 3 of those was Gage Elder, the linebacker, received those 2-point conversions. So kind of a fun thing going on last year. Great season by the Yellow Jackets. Unfortunately, had to go up against DeSoto in that area round and lost that one 17-14. Drive to right center field. Let's see if this will land in the alley. It will. And it will not get to the wall. Cut off by Chaviera in center field. And Lake will slide into second with a double. And now you get your opportunity here, Trevor. See what Lake can do on the base paths.
Yes, sir. And I saw he did that clean little slide right there. He could show off his beautiful mane.
That's right. That I'm jealous of. And I'll have to say this. Nice seeing you without a mask.
Yeah, all the year I've been just wearing a mask inside class. I wore my Chick-fil-A mask. I work at the Chick-fil-A over by North Rockwall. That's my only good one.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
So you have to wash it a lot and all that, kind of keep it a little upkeep?
Yeah. So it's basically just keeping upkeep. I wear almost the same outfit like every week. So
Chick-fil-A, one of our sponsors tonight, so we can freely talk about them as much as you want. Tyler Rollins now, opportunity here. He's the number 9 hitter with 0-1 count. Really turns on this one, but goes foul down the left field line. Rollins earlier got a single. It was an infield single and was stranded at third back in the second inning. But good opportunity here for Tyler. We've seen him as a pinch runner a lot, but it's good to see him get his chances here at the plate. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt, so they'll have to throw this one down, and it's a wide throw. Let's send, yes, back to the bag is Martinez just in time. So the second strikeout of the game and the inning for Cox will set up the 2 outs, and we go back to the top of the order with Barrett Reebok. It's up to him to keep this inning moving along.
I can tell you what, he's probably thinking of Careless Whisper inside of his head while it's going. He's thinking of George Michael's beautiful voice.
You know, Careless Whisper, that was when I was in high school. That's how old that song is.
Hopefully George Michael could bring some power right now.
Yes, let's see if George Michael can come through for the Yellow Jackets. Off speed, there's a nice pitch. It just misses, though. Must have been high because it crossed the plate. But it sets the count now 1-0 to your Rockwall leadoff man. Hitting .324 coming into the game so far tonight. Fly out to right field and was hit by a pitch, stranded at second in the second inning. Fastball fouled straight back. Evens up the count now. Billy Quinton along with Trevor Webb giving Coach Talley a bit of a breather as he hits the buffet. Hopefully something's left for us afterwards.
Yeah, you know, I had some brownies earlier. Hopefully they're not gone by now.
1-1 pitch. Drive right field. See if it drops. It will. It'll go right in front of Alcala. They're going to send the runner home. There will be no play at the plate, and Rockwall will extend that lead to 3-1. The ball gets away from the catcher, and going all the way to third is Barrett Reebok.
That's George Michael power right there.
That is, man. We got to give George Michael credit on that one.
Rest in peace.
So an RBI for Barrett will bring Late Bennett in. Going to give him a single, then advancing on the throw, and then the error on that one. So a RBI single for Reebok, and that gives Rockwall a 3-1 lead. And then a chopper up the middle, base hit. And this, oh no, a diving stab by the shortstop, De Leon. He won't get the runner, and another run will score. But what a great play by De Leon. Behind the bag, extending, grabbing it, and throwing across to first. That was Tate Sloan swinging on the first pitch and getting an infield single.
I was scared the pitcher was going to get hit in the face. He tried to grab it with his offhand.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't miss that. There's a chopper back through the box, but De Leon made a nice play. But Rockwall now will get their 4th run plated. And it's starting to get away here from Skyline as Rockwall will extend that lead to 4-0.
Now batting, Cole Dillon.
Now Cole Dillon will step in with a runner at first. With 3 hits here in the inning, 2 runs across already for the Yellow Jackets.
I remember playing Cole Dillon back in elementary school. He played football with us for the Jackets, the little Jackets, not the big ones.
Yes.
And he was always he was a very interesting guy. I will say that.
What position did he play, you remember?
I think he was secondary.
All right.
Can't exactly remember, but
Dillon tonight got a double and came around to score in the first. This ball gets away from Vargas, and easily going to second is Sloan. So now with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs, Dillon has another opportunity here to get an RBI. He got that double in the first. He flied out to center field in the third, so he's 1 for 2 officially tonight. Wants to add to that those 20 RBIs. Drive to center field. Chaviera will go back, still going back, looking up, and does he make the grab? No, he doesn't. He goes off his glove. That's going to be another run across, and then Dillon will scoot on into third base. And what are we going to call that one, boys? That went off his glove.
doink.
All right, we're going with a hit. We're going to give him a double.
That went high in the sky as well. He proposed to the heavens and gave him a ball.
So with being scheduled or credited as a hit, he will get an RBI, Dillon will, and he'll be at third.
I'm glad I chose this inning, too.
I know. You got a good one, man. You're good luck. I'm going to give him a triple then because I don't think he advanced on the throw or anything. He just got all the way around. Chopper left side. Swing on the first pitch is Telia. They'll throw across from third base. That is going to be more to Martinez, and that will be the final out, but not before. Rockwall will get 3 runs across on 4 hits. They leave one man on and no errors in that inning. So we're going to go now to the bottom of the 4th inning with the the top of the 5th inning, with Rockwall now leading 4-0, 5-0. Boy, I'm just way off. They lead 5-0 going to the top of the 5th. It's RockwallISD.com and SportsGram.net. Welcome back to Tally Field. Billy Quinton now back with Randy Tally as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Rockwall did some damage there in the bottom of the 4th. And we're going to give a lot of that credit to Trevor Webb.
Don't give him too much credit. He didn't fill out one box on my score sheet. I'm now one inning behind. I'm going to have to.
Okay, all right.
We'll wait till another break.
All right, we can do that.
I really didn't want to listen if somebody's going to take my place.
It's a 0-1 count here to Adrian Vargas, who will lead this one off. There's a jackknife as the ball's way inside. Count now goes to 1-1. Trevor did an outstanding job, though. Did you listen? Did you
yes,
listen? You did
I
listen.
Was listening.
Okay,
yeah,
he did a great job. He did a great job. All right, we're going to give a shout out to his parents. He said they're listening in, Cammie and Jason,
who have sent him a cheat sheet, by the way, on the ways to score from.
Oh, wow.
Now you know. Now they do his homework.
That's what I was going to say. I got to go back and check all his work.
Yes.
Yeah. Man, things are happening here. 2-2 count here to Vargas. I'm sorry this is taking a turn here, Trevor. But yeah, you're going to definitely need that extra credit now. Swing and a miss. And, man, is Cunningham on fire. That is his 10th strikeout of the game. I'll go back and check his numbers. His high strikeout total was 7 back against Geyer, and he has really surpassed that. Now he's gone to 10. Also want to give a shout-out to Ron and Pat Williams. Grandma and Grandpa, what do you call them? Grammy and Poppy. They're listening in. And grandson did a great job. I thought Trevor did an outstanding job. Want to thank him for joining us. Maybe do it again at some point. Tally's all nervous.
Man.
Here's the deal. The little factoid. Something to share with your friends and family back home. This is the second time you've been replaced by a Webb.
I know.
You know that, right?
I've been reminded that already.
Yeah. So 2 Webbs coming in. We had Rodney Webb fill in a few years ago. When you thought you were taking off the playoff series, then Rodney did well, and somehow you showed up to Granbury to take the last 2 games.
Trevor, what's it called when a player has 3 strikeouts? At the plate. At the plate. The batter. He strikes out 3 times. Terrible's good, but there's a baseball term for it. Are you a hockey fan? Or are you a hockey fan? You know nothing about hockey. A player scores 3 goals. What do you call it?
There you go.
There you go. You know more about hockey than you thought you did. Well, also in baseball, if you strike out 3 times, it's a hat trick. Coach Webb tried to call it a golden sombrero. And do you think I'm worried about him taking my place anymore? You don't keep score, so I'm relaxed now. So that's okay.
You're making him apologize now. And now it's the number 9 hitter in Ty Moore. He'll send this one off foul. Okay. Okay, wait a second. We have a challenge here because Tyler Anderson has just checked in. Trevor, you're going to want to hear this. Tyler Anderson, who is my analyst in football.
Analyst.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're information guy. You're interesting information.
Interesting facts.
Yeah, interesting facts. But Trevor said he's going to give $20 to anybody that can name the other members of Wham. You were mentioning George Michael. Do you know all the other members? And parents cannot send in a cheat sheet.
What is Wham?
That's what George Michael's saying.
Okay, the wrestler George Michaels?
No, not the wrestler, not the sports guy, the singer.
Is this a band?
Yeah, Wham. You don't remember Wham?
No.
Back in the 80s?
No.
All the girls liked it.
Well, I'm more masculine, I guess.
Wow. All right. Now we got a swing and a miss again. Look at this. Cunningham now to his 11th strikeout. I'm going to have to use another box.
Back to the top of the lineup, your right fielder,
This is crazy. 11 strikeouts here for Cunningham. What a night. Now we're going to go back to the top of the order, and Christian Alcala with a man on, reaching on a walk. That's Joseph Esparza. The fastball misses outside.
Defensive MVP tonight.
Who, Alcala? In right field.
Alcala.
Yeah. 1-0 count here to the leadoff man. Alcala, fastball. That just misses inside. So nobody's going to answer it. So Tyler gets to keep his $20. But Trevor said that you can have his job for football, maybe. Oh, wow. Wow. Trevor's kind of chiming in with Andrew something. Maybe you get like $10 from Trevor. Or from Tyler, excuse me. Right, that's right, yeah.
Name me a song Wham sang.
Wake me up before you go. Wake me up. I ain't going to sing on the air. 3-0 count here to Alcala.
That's a girls' band.
I know, I just told you that, but you still hear the songs.
You said Michael.
His name is George Michael. No,
That's a guy.
Yes.
Wake Me Up Before You Go is a girls' song.
No, it isn't.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it does, because the girls like that band. It's kind of like Air Supply or – you don't remember Air Supply?
Never heard of them.
It's a 3-2 count. Come on, man.
Air Supply.
Trying to think of some of them other bands. Like right now, you got like Jonas Brothers and stuff. There's runners going 3-2. Pitch is fouled off to the right side.
Air Supply. Coach Lancaster started that band.
Yeah, you're right.
I remember.
We're going to do this one again. Full count. Oh, man. Runner will be going here with 2 outs. Payoff pitch outside. So now 2 men on, courtesy of the walk from Cunningham. Rockwall at 5-0. So we're in the top of the 5th inning.
Think Lancaster will ever talk to us again?
No, not at all. I don't know. He's such an easygoing guy. I mean, how much – we raked him over the coals last year. Or was it last year with the scoreboard? We only had a half a year.
Right.
But he would just miss so many things on the scoreboard.
He didn't come back, though.
No, and he didn't come back. Dalen took his job.
He retired, matter of fact.
Did he?
Not only from coaching, but the booth.
I'm figuring Dalen strong-armed him. Forced him out.
Have you ever walked behind Dalen during the ball game and watched what all he's got going on over there?
I just look over there. I know he's got like a little notebook. He was showing me that earlier.
Yes.
He takes notes.
Yes.
He questioned me on my stats before the game started.
I heard it.
We had to have a conversation. As my dad would say, we had to sit down. Off speed outside. So number 2 hitter Daniel Cox. He's your starting pitcher tonight. You're not going to see a lot of subs here for Skyline. As we discussed, they have 1 guy in the dugout.
They've got to keep him in the dugout.
Right.
You have to wait to see if somebody gets hurt.
Exactly.
Otherwise, the game's over.
Game's over. So Mason Wells waiting for his opportunity in the dugout. 1-0 count to Cox. And you got to think that rotates probably, don't you think?
You would think.
And the stretch is Cunningham. And his next pitcher go outside. The count goes 2-0. Daniel Cunningham tonight has 11 strikeouts. Has not allowed a run. Only given up the 1 hit. Having an outstanding ball game. But has lost a little bit of his location here in this inning with the 2 walks. So we can take a little bit of a breather here as we have a conference on the mound.
Trevor, do you know what that's called right there? That's a full-blown powwow. Yeah.
Hey, Trevor, welcome to my world. Well, all you do is get quizzed for
When
3 hours.
When they bring everybody in, that's a powwow. Completely unuseful.
It's basically like a Baptist committee. Nothing's going to get done.
Coach wants to talk to one person, but yet all those other ears got to clamor in because they want to hear what he has to say. Exactly.
2-0 count here now to Daniel Cox. Batting from the right side against the right-handed Cunningham.
I never wanted any witnesses to what I said on the mound.
Fastball misses outside.
At the very worst, it was going to be a he said, she said deal.
Cunningham is at 93 pitches right now as we're in the top of the fifth. So a very good chance he does not finish this ball game, as the 110 is the limit on the pitches, on the pitch count. There's a foul straight back. But he has had an extraordinary game. As we mentioned, came in this ball game 2-3 record, but he really pitched some good games in the losses that he had. And his wins are against Heath and Geyer, two very good ball clubs. Geyer is second place in 5-6A.
He's going to be a huge factor in the playoff run.
Uh-huh. You got Mac Rose, then you got Cunningham. Those are your two main guys. And
Cunningham took the lead tonight in innings pitched.
Did he?
Yeah.
Payoff pitch. Called third strike. There you go. That'll end it, and we'll strike out the side one more time here.
12 Ks.
That's unbelievable. Let's take a timeout, and we'll go to the bottom of the fifth inning with Rockwall hanging on to a 5-0 lead. It's Rockwall Yellow Jackets baseball on RockwallISD.com and SportsGram.net. Now the discussion is, do we put Trevor on the PA mic?
Your attention, please.
Yeah, because that's where we got Dale. You know what's happening? Dale wants to take a smoke break.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out a way to.
Those Reds are burning a hole in his pocket.
Holy cow. Dale pointed to Trevor with that yellow finger and said, do you want to be on the PA?
Hey, have you noticed that Dalen is...
He's loosening up.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
He's
just stirring the pot.
Yeah. He has finally felt comfortable enough. Y'all scared him the first week with me and my man crush.
Well, yeah. Well, you scared him. You don't say we did. You're the one.
Well, my gosh, it was admiration.
I understand, but it was like really uncomfortable.
Sorry.
It was. 5-0 lead for the Yellow Jackets. Do it for the home team is Braden Randall, and then Mason Poppin on deck. Mac Rose in the hole.
Leading out the bottom of the fifth, your shortstop, Braden
Randall in the 5 spot here.
I'm going to show you what a nickname can do for a kid, okay?
All right. Are we going with Smooth?
Smooth.
All right. Let's do that.
When you think about how he plays shortstop,
good point.
Smooth.
Mm-hmm. So let's see what Smooth does here. Off-speed pitch. That's a nice one. Starts off 0-1. A little bit inside on the inside part of the plate. As I mentioned, Randall with a .355 average coming into this ball game. He's going to drive one to right field. Going back is Alcala, still going back. And he'll reach up and make the grab. Nice grab there by Alcala. Boy, he gets back there where it gets dark. You can't even see what's happening. You think Tally Field, can you do something about the lights out there in the outfield?
No, I got to get one replaced now. I don't know how I'm going to get up there that high.
Well, go to Home Depot after the game.
Okay.
Get yourself one of those big light bulbs.
now batting your right fielder.
You can get, we got some firemen that are listening in. They can loan a ladder to you. Bring one of them trucks in. Get a cherry picker.
Right.
So now stepping in is going to be Mason Poppin. Hey, we need to get what are you doing?
taking a picture of your score sheet.
Oh, that's right. Off-speed pitch. That will set the count now 0-2. Poppin so far tonight, 1 for 2. Got a single in the third. He tried to reach second and got thrown out. Actually tried to steal second, excuse me. Got thrown out. Count actually is at 1-1 here for Mason. 1 out. Off-speed misses inside.
Does one next to your boxes mean single?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. The 2 means a double. 3 means a triple.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there you go. 2-1 pitch. This one's popped straight up. Let's see if it reaches the seats. It will. It'll hit the covering. And set the count now 2-2 for the Rockwall right fielder. Hitting .297 coming into the ball game tonight. Leads the team with 5 triples. He can get around the bases once he gets that thing in the alley. 2-2 pitch. This one will be sent straight up and will not leave the infield, doesn't look like. Second baseman Acosta is going to call off the shortstop on the shortstop side of the field, just to the right of the bag. And there's your second out of the inning. So now Mac Rose is going to have to do something here to continue the inning. Mac 0 for 2 tonight, fly out to center field and struck out swinging in the fourth. Mac wears those gold shoes. Does he wear them for in and out, or does he just wear them just before the game?
Pre-game only.
Shot down the right side there, almost getting Coach Crossland over there. Is that Crossland or is that McCrillis? Is that Crossland at first? Crossland was he was one of the culprits earlier today.
Well, it's so cold-blooded.
He did 2 things. He did the little gag on you and then stole your food.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Stealing that barbecue.
That was great. That was perfect timing.
That was over the board.
Over 2 count. The look on your face like, well, how could I have lost a barbecue sandwich? 0-2 pitch.
On a plate.
On a plate. Reaches out. Let's see if this will fall in. It will not. Center fielder Chaviera will come over and make the grab. So there's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Raiders. As Rockwall goes down in order, and we're going to go now to the top of the 6th inning with your score, Rockwall 5, Skyline nothing. It's Yellow Jackets baseball on RockwallISD.com and SportsGram.net. Welcome back to Tally Field. Billy Quinton along with Randy Talley and Trevor Webb. I want to thank our sponsors tonight, Jerry and Holly Archer, Jennifer Rumbo Drake at Caldwell Banker Apex, Gutter Guys, Dale Downham, Better Built Fence, Rockwall Sports Center, Chick-fil-A, Alliance Bank, Sign Mart, Rest Haven Funeral Home, Texas Health Presbyterian, Care Now Urgent Care, All Sports, Raising Cane's, Whataburger, Walkraw Ford, and Toyota of Rockwall. Karen and Natty Ochoa at Better Built Fence. They don't just build the best fences around, they also build patio covers, roofing, pergolas, anything you need involving outdoor living. Go to callbetterbuilt.com for all that information.
That's a G, by the way, not a C. Pergola.
Well, that's what I said, pergola.
You said pergola.
I did not.
Pretty sure.
Went with the hard G there. So due up here for the Raiders of Skylines, James Martinez, the first baseman.
And I miss Karen Ochoa bringing me a big old sweet tea from Sonic up here.
Yeah. She always brought you one. 1-0 pitch.
Whoa.
We got a new pitcher in the ball game, Andrew
was
Tellyer.
that?
What?
Did you see that?
A little hold there?
Well, he has a hold, and then he doesn't do it every time, though. I remember that last time he pitched.
It's Andrew Tellyer on the mound right now. You got some numbers for Andrew? Or
taking snapshots.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I got Andrew's numbers. Tell you, he has Pitched in 7 games, pitched 11 innings, 1 win, no losses. He does have 2 saves out of 4 save opportunities.
Chopper up the middle. This could be a tough play here for Randall. He'll make it, though, as he crosses over the second base bag and throws across for the 6-3 put out. You know what that was, Coach? That was smooth.
It was smooth. I'm going to go ahead and finish up on Talia. He's given up only 6 hits on the year, 3 runs. 2 of those runs were earned, 6 walks, and 9 Ks.
Andrew's been doing it all this year. He's pretty much like Yellow Jackets' version of Coach Lancaster. Just all around, does everything. First pitch is outside. This is Chaviera. And for those of y'all Skyline fans listening in, if I'm getting his name wrong, I apologize. I'm just going to say this. I don't want to throw Coach Robinson under the bus, but that was some tough handwriting on the lineup card. So we're winging it here a little bit.
I'm surprised. I thought you were fixing to throw me under the bus and saying I threw out that pronunciation.
No. It was Dale. I'm throwing Dale under the bus. That's who he said. 2-0 pitch. Dale just admitted he's pronounced it 4 different ways. Swing and a
Explain
miss.
to me the difference between alum and alumni.
Huh?
Alum and alumni.
Alum is like you, a one person. You're an alum.
Singular.
And
Okay.
then alumni means a group of.
Okay. All right.
And that's your English lesson for the day. Fouled straight back.
Reading some information from Sam Houston State today, and they kept using the word alumni in the letter, and I was wondering if they were messing it up or not.
If they're addressing everybody, or if they're doing it like to you, saying we're reaching out to our alumni, that would still be proper, even though it's just coming to you.
That and a trip. They were wanting to have an alumni trip.
Yeah, that would be right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good chance Sam Houston probably get the grammar wrong, but, I mean, I think they got it right on that one. Chopper right back up the middle. Talia makes a stab right on the mound, and a very frustrated Chaviera just tosses the bat like, man, I got all that one. Tough break. So now there's 2 outs, and Matt DeLeon stepping in. Has the only hit of the game for Skyline. Got a Texas leaguer. Right field. Congratulations to Sam Houston getting that letter right. That's good.
You got me in the ditch right now. I mean, that little comment. I dropped my pen. My cord got caught in the wheels on my chair. I mean, it was just completely frustrating.
1-1 count to De Leon. Hey, man, not all of us are home run kings at A&M, you know? There's a chopper left side. Randall with another opportunity on a 2-hopper. He'll snag it, throw across the body, and make the play. Boy, we are just rich in shortstops here in the Rockwall Yellow Jackets history. So it's a 1-2-3 inning once again for the Jackets as we'll go now to the bottom of the 6th. Rockwall hanging on to a 5-0 lead.
Got it.
Did you catch up on your score sheet? Welcome back to Tally Field as you get a little behind the curtain scene here as we're trying to catch up. I want to thank Jerry and Holly Archer, one of our sponsors tonight, RHS class of 1990 and 2008. Jennifer Rumbo Drake at locally and globally. Do yourself a favor and call Caldwell Banker Apex and her friends at Chicago Title Rockwall. Go to itsjendrake.com or dormanbell.com. And the Gutter Guys, owned and operated by Rockwall High School alum Robert Peoples. See right there. Owned and operated by Rockwall High School alum Robert Peoples. Debbie Downham. This sponsorship from Dale Downham is in her memory. 30-year Rockwall ISD art teacher and an angel being married to Dale. For how long were y'all married, Dale? 45 years. It's hard for us to be around Dale for 45 minutes. And she was married to him for 45 years. Tally Inspections, Better Built Fence, Rockwall Sports Center, Chick-fil-A, Alliance Bank, Sign Mart, Rest Haven Funeral Home, Texas Health Presbyterian. Care Now Urgent Care, All Sports, Raising Cane's, Whataburger, Rockwall Ford, and Toyota of Rockwall. Leading this inning off for the Yellow Jackets is Lake Bennett. Fouls one off to the right side and set that count at 1-2. Lake so far tonight, 1 for 2. Had a beautiful double in the fourth inning. Came around to score. Swing and a miss on that one, and he'll go down with the second strikeout of the game for Daniel Cox. Tyler Rollins will step in now as the DH. So far tonight, 1 for 2. Got a single in the second, and then struck out swinging in the fourth. Shout out to Michelle Morris listening in. She does run Rockwall High School pretty much.
One of my favorite Heath DPS officers, Kevin Rowan, just called in. Trevor's cousin.
Really?
Yeah.
How fun.
Yeah.
Is he sending Trevor answers? Is he cheating along with the rest of Trevor's family?
I don't know. He got me involved in a trucking deal that cost me about $30,000, but other than that, I love him.
Okay. Rollins will look at a 2-0 count right now as Cox can't find the plate in this at bat. Yeah, we just found out that Trevor's parents also sent in the names of the band for Wham.
My God.
I know. Oh, don't think tonight I ain't checking all his work.
He's a charlatan.
Yeah. 3-0 count now as that one misses. Fastball will get the obligatory strike call there, and we'll go to 3-1. Rollins getting an opportunity here, taking advantage of it.
I gave his cousin the COVID.
Oh, no, you did? Really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow. See, I gave Tyler Anderson the COVID. Chopper over to the right side. Nice dig there at second base from Acosta, and he'll throw to first for the second out of the inning. So we'll go back to the top of the order with Barrett Reebok now. His fourth at bat. Officially his third at bat because he was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Flied out to right field in the first and got a single in the fourth.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Second strikeout of the game there. We're kind of recapping. Actually, the third strikeout of the game for Daniel Cox. That was the lead off the inning of Lake Bennett. Swing and a miss.
I got so many Kevin Rowan stories. Had I known that Trevor was his cousin at the start of the night, this would have gone a whole lot smoother.
Chopper to the right side. Reebok will be out again on the 4-3 putout. So this will send us to the top of the seventh inning. 3 more outs, and Rockwall can close this one out and get their 6th win in district. You're listening to Yellow Jackets Baseball on RockwallISD.com and SportsGram.net. We go down to the top of the 7th inning. Last chance here for Skyline, down 5-0 to your Rockwall Yellow Jackets. It's been a gem of a game pitched by Daniel Cunningham. Then Telia came in for an inning in the 6th inning and had 3 up and 3 down. And so now Telia will come in to try to finish this one off. The only reason Cunningham was pulled is he was starting to hit the pitch limit. Oh, man, we're getting a lot of information here about Trevor's family. Why didn't you tell us all this stuff? I think maybe Trevor told me this. David Sweet, the county judge, has just texted in because we can't do anything without David trying to get a little spotlight. Trevor's mom is the HR director for the county. He does have stories on both your parents, and Rowan is his cousin. Does that make sense? Okay.
Why an HR director sending her son answers?
Yeah, I know.
To extra credit?
This is a problem.
HR.
I know. The one that's supposed to keep all the rules.
Yes.
I know. I get it. It's a 2-0 count here to Mike Acosta. I know there's a lot of things. We've opened up a can of worms here. Yeah, now, and what we're going to do in the post game, instead of recapping the game, we're going to go through Trevor's family tree. And so I hope everybody stays tuned for that.
This could possibly be 2 games for Trevor tonight.
You think?
First and last. His mom might get him fired from a volunteer
The
position.
HR director. 2-1 pitch here to Acosta. Line drive right side. One hopper over to Sloan. He'll sling it on across to first to Crossland, who has come in for Rose at first, and Rose has moved over to third for Telia, who has come in to pitch, just to keep everybody updated there. So now 1 out and 2 outs needed to get their 6th win in district and their 16th win overall. I still have the goal, Coach. You want to get to 20 wins no matter what, even though, you could get more. But 20 wins is always a good number overall.
Right.
So that's always a good sign when you start closing in on that. Count starts out 0-1 to Vargas, number 7 hitter, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded to third and struck out swinging in the 5th. And Telia has been doing the extended wind up here with the leg kick. Been doing it a lot.
Yes, the stork.
Yeah, there you go. The Karate Kid move.
Looks like a pink flamingo.
There's the quick pitch right there, and they'll go off the bat. Kind of surprised Vargas.
The ultimate jam sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't fix the scoreboard here. Old Ben's going to be uptight. I got to give Ben a shout-out.
Oh, yeah. Golly, it's late.
I know. I hope he's still listening.
Ben is. How you doing, Ben? What's happening, bro? There you go.
Is he still rooting for Heath?
No, he's back all Yellow Jacket.
Oh,
now.
is he?
Yeah.
I did enjoy the Ben and AJ show last night.
Yeah, I did too.
1-2 pitch here to Vargas. I'm glad Netflix picked it up for another season. Be a foul ball to the left side. Will reach the stands. Do want to thank Trevor for joining us tonight. It has been a good time. Trevor did a great job stepping in. A lot of people have texted thinking that he should probably just get comfortable.
This. This is ridiculous.
1-2 pitch. We could send you in for Sweet down on the sidelines. Huh? Well, see, that would cause a family ripple right there. There's a strikeout for Telia. That is his 3rd strikeout. No, I'm sorry. That is his 1st. Forgot I had to use an extra box here for Cunningham strikeouts. Yeah, you think it'd be a problem if you take over the county judge's spot on the sidelines when your mom is the HR director of the county? Yeah, there would be a riff. Yeah. She would have a beef, as the kids say. Torqued is a good one. I like that. 0-1 count here to Joseph Esparza. This is the last hope here for Skyline. Fastball misses high. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Keep turning up the crowd, Mike, because I think we've lost most everybody. Yeah, there's nobody out there in the stands anymore. They've all wanted to get home and listen to Trevor. 1-1 count.
It's Chicago night, too. Don't forget that.
Oh, my goodness. Fastball misses low.
Do you not like those shows?
I don't. They're all the same to me. All the fireman shows and the medical shows, the police shows. I don't watch all those things.
Oh.
I just watch sports and maybe a series or 2 on Netflix or something. 2-1 pitch outside.
You're still pretty young.
Yeah, I guess, if we still had it on now, you'd be watching Matlock.
What year did you graduate from high school?
85.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That was the year that Back to the Future came out. 3-1 pitch.
You probably had a bunch of baseball sleeves with Journey, YouTube on it.
YouTube?
The band.
U2.
Same thing.
I didn't like U2 that much. I did have Journey. In
Boston.
fact, Boston, yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Van Halen.
I could tell by
AC/DC.
looking at your hair on your profile on Facebook that you were one of those guys.
What? Cool?
Oh, whatever.
One of the girls in my class, in one of my graphic design classes, they were asking about, the conversation came up about what I look like with hair, because they thought I looked like this. I said, I hadn't looked like this my whole life.
Yeah.
I actually had some decent looks back in the day.
Well, people ask me how I got Beth all the
Right,
time.
exactly. That's kind of what came up in mine when Autumn had come by for a visit, and they said, well, wait.
Truth be known, we were both good-looking dudes.
Yes, I would agree to that.
Of Okay.
I would agree to that.
Okay.
So I show the girls. They say, I want to see a picture in high school, so I find one on my phone, and I was called a Chad. Is that good, Trevor? Yes. It is good? Yes. I think you're lying to me. Okay. All right. So I'm a Chad.
Chad.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. Anybody know what that is?
That's equivalent to a Karen. Equivalent to a Karen.
No, it isn't. It is not. 0-2 count here. Two more. There it is. Called third strike. This one's over, folks. Don't worry about that throw down to first. And that will be the second strikeout of the game here for Telia to end it, and we are done here at Tally Field with the Yellow Jackets taking this one 5-0 over the Skyline Raiders. They'll sweep this series, and they'll move to 6-2 in District 16, 11-1 overall. And then we'll wait to hear what Heath does later on. Try to catch up to Heath at some point. We need to get them a loss somewhere along the way if they want to catch them. Coach, I'm just going to do a quick post-game show here, and we'll head on out.
Okay.
And I do want to give Trevor one more chance to get the headset after you're done, or maybe before you're done. Let's do it before you're done so you can end it and let Trevor have one last goodbye so Mom and Dad can hear it and all that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Trevor, I just want to give you one last chance. What'd you think?
I thought it was a great game. I thought Mr. Cunningham, the pitcher, he did really well. I only saw strikeouts from him. And also, a lot of people hit a bunch of balls.
There you go. Don't get too technical on us now, Trevor. Okay, a lot of people hit a bunch of balls. So, want to thank you for joining us tonight. That was fun. I hope you had a good time.
I had a great time.
All right. You got to do some engineering work here. You got to do some commercials.
Yeah, flipped a few knobs, pressing a button.
Right, pressing buttons, turning knobs. Kind of felt important.
Yeah.
Got to see you without your mask.
Yeah.
Because here in the booth, all of us have our shots and stuff, so we're doing pretty good. And so, anyway, Trevor, thank you for joining us. Hope Mom and Dad are proud. And I also hope that Ron and Pat are proud. I'm sure they are.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll see you in the morning after I check all your work.
All right. I hope
right.
my mom doesn't send me the answers again.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. That was Trevor Webb, who joined us for a half inning and worked the whole game with us. Coach, let's talk a little bit about this game tonight and how important it was for Rockwall to get back on the winning ways here in district, as they already beat Skyline before, but the game before that was the loss to Legacy.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit to Cunningham, first of all, for what he was able to do on the mound, completely shut down the Skyline Raiders. And then the two hot bats, and they've been scorching hot lately. Cole Dillon with a double and a triple. You know, 2 big extra base hits, 5 total bases on those 2 at-bats, and also with 2 hits, as Telia, single and a double. So both of them had the hot bats. They stay hot. We've got a new nickname for Braden Randall. I say it's on a probationary period, Smooth.
I like it.
Okay, we'll run that around the clubhouse. We got Mr. Holt here in the press box, and he can sort of get that word spread to his teammates that Braden is now known on the radio as Smooth. And we'll see where that goes.
I agree. Well, this was a good one tonight, and I'm going to give you a vamp because I'm going to check our schedule, see when our next broadcast is going to come back here.
Well, all I know is that we either have Horn coming up or we have North Mesquite coming up.
We got Horn on Tuesday, April 20th.
April 20th.
Yes, Tuesday, April 20th. This, by coincidence, that's when Trevor's script is due for his autobiography and audio-video class. So just want to go ahead and let him know that's when his script is due there.
Well, you better let his mother know, too.
Yeah, I'll let your mom know so she can get the work done for you. Okay, good. All right, so our next broadcast will be Tuesday night from here at Tally Field against Mesquite Horn, who has kind of entered this playoff race, Coach. They've done well last few games. So, Coach, any last words before we sign off here?
As always, Jacket Fight never dies.
Amen. Yellow Jackets win 5-0 over Skyline. We want to thank you all for listening tonight. We want to thank all our sponsors. And we'll be back at you on Tuesday, April 20th. Good night, everybody.